Turn the cylinder valve hand wheel clockwise to ensure that the valve is closed. Ensure that the regulator is off by pressing the release buttons. Connect the air supply hose to the attachment hose. Tug on the quick disconnect coupling to verify that the hoses are securely connected. Check for leakage from the hose connections and cylinder and valve assembly. Press the release buttons and pull the regulator out of the standby mount. Release the buttons and check the regulator for leakage. Do not use the respirator if it leaks. Send the respirator to an MSA certified repair person to correct the condition. Failure to follow this warning can result in serious personal injury or death. Check bypass valve operation. Turn the bypass knob counterclockwise. Listen for airflow. Turn the bypass knob clockwise to close the bypass valve. To connect a Firehawk push-to-connect regulator, push the regulator into the inlet connector until it locks. Check proper engagement by tugging on the regulator. Inhale sharply to start airflow. To connect a Firehawk slide-to-connect regulator, engage the rail with the fork and slide the regulator down until it stops. Push the regulator into the inlet connector until it locks. Do not use the respirator unless the regulator is connected properly. An improperly connected regulator can separate from the facepiece unexpectedly. Send the respirator to an MSA certified repair person to correct the condition. The respirator must deliver airflow on demand. If it does not, do not use the respirator. The respirator must be checked and the condition corrected by an MSA certified repair person before using it. Failure to follow this warning can result in serious personal injury or death. Use this device only after receiving proper training. Use in accordance with MSA instructions. Use the apparatus with cylinder charged to full approved pressure. Do not use a partially full cylinder. If the cylinder is not full, escape service time is decreased. Do not open the cylinder valve unless in an emergency escape application. Doing so while connected to an air source could result in depleted cylinder pressure and decreased escape time. Do not travel into a hazardous atmosphere for longer than the escape cylinder's rated service time. Allow extra escape time as breathing rate increases. Failure to follow this warning can result in serious personal injury or death. Check the bypass by turning the red knob counterclockwise. Listen for airflow. Then close the bypass. Do not use the emergency escape cylinder for respiratory protection while entering or working in a hazardous atmosphere. Failure to follow this warning could result in serious personal injury or death. If the air supply is interrupted, open the cylinder valve completely. Disconnect the attachment hose from the air supply hose. Immediately return to fresh air. In fresh air, push the release buttons and pull the regulator down and out of the inlet connector. Disconnect the attachment hose from the air supply hose. Open the bypass to release system pressure. Stow the regulator in the standby mount. Push the release buttons and pull the regulator down and out of the inlet connector. The regulator can hang on the rail until needed. Slide the regulator up the rail until the fork disengages. Disconnect the attachment hose from the air supply hose. Open the bypass to release system pressure. Close the bypass. Stow the regulator in the standby mount. Fully loosen the head harness straps. Pull the facepiece up and away from your face. Unbuckle the waist belt by pressing the tabs. Loosen the shoulder adjustment strap by lifting the buckle tab. Slide the carrier and harness up and over your head.